the quiet corner of a Moroccan kitchen, away from the noise of the world, there sits a vessel made of earth. It is a simple object, a circle of clay with a tall, conical hat, born from the same soil it will one day cook upon. This is a tagine. It is not just a cooking pot. It is a philosophy. It is a circle of life, a miniature world where ordinary things are given time to become extraordinary. Its story is not one of fire and speed. It is a story of warmth, patience, and the slow, magical dance of steam. This was the world of Dada Aziza. Before she was a Dada, a title of respect and love for a traditional cook, she was just Aziza, a young girl with curious eyes. Her earliest memory was not of a toy, but of a smell. The fragrant steam that would escape the tagine on a Friday afternoon, promising a feast. She would watch her grandmother, Lala Mina, a woman who moved with the quiet grace of a lifetime of practice. Aziza saw her place humble vegetables and tough cuts of meat into the clay pot. And hours later, she would taste a magic that melted in the mouth. It was a secret she promised herself she would one day understand. When she was old enough, Aziza was allowed to help. But the first lesson was not a recipe. It was respect. Lala Mina would take her to the market, teaching her to choose vegetables not just with her eyes, but with her hands. The tagine has no love for bad company, her grandmother would say. You must choose ingredients that have lived a good life under the sun. Listen to them. The carrot that is sweet, the onion that is heavy with juice. This is the first secret. A good story needs good characters. The second lesson was the soul of the dish, the spices. In Lala Mina's kitchen, there was a shelf of small clay pots, each holding a different color of the earth. Cumin, turmeric, ginger, saffron. She taught Aziza that spices were not just powder to be thrown in. They were an orchestra, and she was the conductor. You do not want one voice to shout louder than the others, she would explain, letting Aziza smell each spice. You want them to sing together. A little of this for warmth, a little of that for color, a touch of this for a fragrance that speaks of faraway lands. You learn their song with your nose long before you learn it with your tongue. But the greatest lesson of all, the one that took Aziza years to truly master, was the most invisible. It was the secret of the fire. The enemy of the tagine is haste, Lala Mina would repeat, placing the clay pot on a bed of gently glowing charcoal. You are not forcing the food to cook. You are persuading it. You are giving it time for the onion to melt into sweetness, for the meat to forget its toughness, for the carrot and the potato to share their stories with each other. She taught Aziza to listen for the sound, not a violent boil, but the hushed, gentle whisper of a happy simmer, a sound that said, "All is well. The magic is working." The years passed. Lala Mina returned to the earth, and Aziza became the Dada, the matriarch of the kitchen. Her hands, now weathered like her grandmother's once were, moved with the same certainty. She cooked without measuring cups or recipe books. She cooked with memory, with feeling. One day, her own young granddaughter came to her, her eyes filled with the same curiosity that had once been in hers. Aziza sat beside her. She didn't say, "Add this much." She took the girl's small hand and helped her feel the weight of the salt. She let her smell the steam. she said. A tagine is not a race. It is a prayer. You put your heart inside, and you give it the gift of your time. This is the trust. I received it from my grandmother, and today I am giving it to you. Dada Aziza, one day, will pass, but she will not truly die. Her memory remains in the very pores of her old clay tagine, which has absorbed the ghost of 1,000 meals. Her spirit remains in the perfect balance of spices, a secret passed down through touch and smell. And her love remains in the act of gathering, the force that brings a family together around a single steaming pot. The next time you see a tagine bubbling slowly on the fire, do not just see food, see the patience, see the stories of the grandmothers who came before. And if you listen closely, you might just hear it. The quiet, happy whisper of time, doing its slow, miraculous work.